Fort Wayne was a very underutilized and underserved market. It is the second largest city in the state of Indiana, and it has basically no data center presence whatsoever. It's one of the very largest concentrations of military contractors in the country. It's one of the very largest concentrations of military contractors in the country. It's one of the very largest concentrations of military contractors in the country. And there's a lot of high-tech things going on in Fort Wayne, and there's just nobody up there to service it. And in Fort Wayne, we're putting together an EMP shield, and that in Fort Wayne, we're putting together an EMP shield, and that in Fort Wayne, we're putting together an EMP shield in that particular data center. So it'll be one of the very, if not the first, one of the very first commercial co-location facilities in the country that is both rated for power and cooling, and also EMP protection. Like a solar flare, EMP shields protect against electromagnetic pulse. Electromagnetic pulse happens naturally through like a solar flare, errant solar flare that hits the earth just right. There's a lot of solar radiation that bombards the earth every single day, but it doesn't overpower the natural gravitational shield of earth. Every now and then, every 100 years or so, you have a very strong solar radiation shock that creates electromagnetic interference. It can be strong enough to burn out electronics and things of that nature. The other thing that everybody's generally familiar with the EMP is a rogue entity. Is a rogue entity launching a small nuclear warhead about 20 miles over Earth and exploding that. That creates a pretty strong EMP. So those are the things. And then it's also local electromagnetic pulses can be generated, via local terrorism or corporate espionage. Local electromagnetic pulses can be generated, via local terrorism or corporate espionage. Lifeline Data Centers has a very strong reputation and a long track record now of extremely high uptime, security, compliance.
It is the big break that community leaders say will create a domino effect.
Yeah, they think it'll help persuade more businesses to open up shop on the city's southeast side. Officials at Lifeline Data Centers say they will be making multi-million-dollar renovations to the old Target on 27. News Channel 15's Megan.
Okay, so Lifeline Data Centers. Now we have the who, so let's find out exactly what. Lifeline achieved FedRAMP ready status and elite status for data centers and private industries. Federal Risk and Authorization Management Program. FedRAMP is a government-mandated program that provides a standardized approach to security assessment, authorization, and continuous monitoring. The goal is to provide operational visibility, manage change control, and attendance to incident response duties. Attendance to incident response duties. This is already sounding fishy, and we're just getting into it. Establish measures, metrics, and status monitoring and control assessment frequencies that make known organizational security statuses and detect changes to information systems, infrastructures, and environments of operation. Implement a continuous monitoring program to collect the data required to defend measures and report on findings. Defined, I'm sorry, not defend. It's a little hard to read on this screen when I'm doing the narration. The letters are small. See what it says here under change control. However, before a planned major significant change takes place, the impact analysis to determine if the change will adversely affect the security of the system. FedRAMP Ready status allows Lifeline data centers to begin conversations with government agencies and private corporations to host sensitive data all the way up to top secret information. Now, this is a privately owned place, and only 6 other companies have this luxury to be in touch with the government like that. Additionally, in the Midwest, the only data center that includes an EMP shielded data center. By definition, FedCamp is the Federal Risk Authorization Management Program. It's a government-wide program that provokes a standard approach to security assessment, authorization, and continuous monitoring. Also adopted by other government agencies and useful in other areas of the public sector. Saves government agencies an estimated 30 to 40% of costs, including time. This place just sounds fishier by the minute. Of course, these days, anything tied in with Fed, you gotta think it's suspicious. They've already proven themselves untrustworthy. The government of FedRAMP is comprised of different executive branch entities that work in a collaborative manner to develop, manage, and operate the program. The governing bodies of FedRAMP include The very top of the tier, United States President, Department of Homeland Security, Department of Defense. Huh. I've heard rumors that Department of Homeland Security is going to be in charge of this place, and it even says so on the doors. Like I said, I plan on getting some better video of that. The stickers on the front door, I'm going to let you know. This is all the agencies and what their accountabilities are, what they do or what they provide. Looks like this is a deep rabbit hole here. I can't believe this is actually going on right at Southgate, at Target. Wait till you see these videos at the end. This is the beginning stages. This is only a year in the works for this place. They already got concrete barriers up everywhere around the place. They got a big communication tower over the place that wasn't there. Forbes 2017 State of Cloud Adoption and Security Report writer Louis Columbus proclaimed in 15 months 80% of all IT budgets. I guess I didn't want to read all that because I got to scrolling too fast. Red Rack is a top secret hosting space powered by Lifeline data centers. Red Rack keeps your vital information private and secure without compromise. We handle the complicated and stringent compliance requirements of the U.S. government so you don't have to, helping you to reduce the complexity of compliance and auditing. Our motto is simply compliant, simply invoiced, simply secure. Man, this place is a trip. I wonder how many of these are going up all around the country. Because the way they're securing these buildings and making them EMP proof and cooling and heating, I mean, they're going all out on these buildings. $1 million investment. You heard what he said in the news at the beginning. You heard what the guy right here said in his little interview in the beginning. This is a serious deal. They're sinking a lot of money into this, and they're protecting themselves from something. And I'm guessing it's from the collapse, and it's from us. Why else would they need concrete walls reinforced with 2 feet concrete walls? This doesn't make any sense. Fort Wayne has one of the largest concentrations of military contractors, as well as a lot of high-tech things going on in the city. However, data help support options have been minimal. EMP shields are significant because they provide protection against electromagnetic pulses and interferences that can happen naturally or as acts of local terrorism or corporate espionage. The need for EMP protection has been a concern on a national scale. Now, why all of a sudden are we just now worrying about this? And we have everything going on with North Korea, with the sun flares, with all the natural disasters and the devastation going on. It goes on to say that the additional layer of security offered by EMP shields are critical to assuring uptime, according to Jason Verge. While EMP attacks have not been common in the past, there are critical points of failure that could cause an attack to be catastrophic. So now I guess the moment you've been waiting for, the current situation at our Southgate Target. I mean, you can see all the renovations that's being done as of right now. They got the little concrete barriers going all the way around. I was gonna say some areas they're even stacked up higher than single layered. They have a bunch that look like they're ready to be used. They just haven't been placed yet. Little communications tower, whatever that thing is, they've been going up all over the place lately. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. What could they possibly need all them barriers for? Or what are they preparing for? I mean, you can see how thick the reinforced walls going around the building are. That's at least 24 inches. 24 inches on top of the already concrete walls. Yeah, something don't seem right about this place. Maybe it's like a fallback for the military, or when shit goes bad and the UN comes, it's like a command center for it to be EMP proofed and all that stuff. And I seen them in the videos that I'm taking, lining the sheeting inside of the building, the metal tinfoil. Down here at the end of the road, you can see where they cleared out the trees and it's all just an empty open lot. I know that used to be, but look at this tower that just recently went in. Like I said, those have been going up all over town fast. And this is right behind the place. Now I'm gonna go back down and make another pass and go actually into the parking lot. I wanted to go up to the building and take a picture of the signs on the door, but there was people in there working. I wasn't sure if I should push my luck, but I did happen to snag these videos. You can see they pretty much just run the whole parking lot barrier. I mean, what are they gonna use the parking lot for if the cars can't go in and out? You see they got the doors open. There's somebody vehicle right there, but I wasn't able to get a good picture of these. I'm gonna go back though. I'll keep you updated on the progress of this place, don't worry. They have my full attention now. Yeah, this is pretty much, I mean, see, you can see they had the whole place gutted and looks like it was blocked off some places with some sheeting of some kind, but you can see the metal sheeting on the ground right there, the piles of it for the EMP proofing.